you understand the word that you're reading.
Exactly. And can you kind of stop and say, well, let me think what I just read, and let me see if there's anything I need to clear up. Like a lot of times I'll be reading along, and either if I'm not paying attention or something, I'll go, oh, I don't even know what I just read. So I reread and make sure that I understand what it's saying. And do you know how to summarize? Is that something you've been working on with Miss Carpenter? What does that mean?
Like, what was happening?
Yeah, you take a lot of what you've read and you condense it down to a very short, to a sentence or two about what the main thing is that you just read about. And how about tuning into interesting words? Is that something y'all been doing in class? We're going to check and see if there are words in here, or every Thursday, if there's a word you've been working on in class that you've really liked and tuned into, I'll just jot that down. Can you think of one right now in your classroom that you have tuned into that you've been working on?
Energy.
Energy? What'd you learn about that? Has it been in science?
Yeah.
What have you been talking about in science? How have you been using energy?
For
Have you talked about where you get energy, what produces energy, or
yeah.
just tell me a little bit. What do you remember when she's talked about energy?
You get more energy when you eat food.
Oh yeah, when you you certainly do. Do you ever get so hungry you just want to collapse? So you've been talking about energy with your body. Energy. When you say energy to me, I'm sitting there thinking, oh, electrical energy to get power, the lights and stuff. But you're just doing it with talking about your body. Okay. Well, you'll learn a lot. That's cool. That's very cool. All right. So let's just look at this book. Is this book, if I say it's fiction or nonfiction, do you know what that means? Which do you think this one is?
Fiction.
Fiction means it's a story that's made up. You gonna change? Nonfiction? All right, let's write down the title. So this is The Big Cats. And so I think, now look at the back. Lions and tigers and leopards, the big cats. Oh, nothing on the back. Sometimes I look at the back and I look at different things to tell me if it's fiction or nonfiction. But since this says it's National Geographic, I know that they are always going out and providing information on different types of things. So this is true. You're going to learn some stuff from this book about big cats. And I've already learned just from looking at this title, what are the main types of big cats? Can you figure out what are the main types of big cats you think we're going to be reading about?
Lions.
Yeah, lions. What else?
Tigers.
Yeah.
Leopards.
Leopards. So that's going to be fun. Okay. Have you started it already, or is this going to be the first time?
First time.
Okay, let's get started.
I got it from the library.
Ah. And before you read, do you ever look and see how it's organized? Look through and see if you can see a pattern of how the author put this book together.
Like little paragraphs.
Little paragraphs? Yeah. And is it a little paragraph? Does it do one animal at a time? Or, yeah.
Like
Okay.
lion.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be good. Oh my gosh.
Rhino.
Rhinos. I wonder, I'm already wondering.
Who's gonna win?
I know, that's what I'm wondering too.
Maybe that.
I can't wait to find out. Okay, so see, we are right. So it's almost like a little chapter on each animal.
Like leopards.
Yeah, and why do you think they put the maps there?
Also, so they know where they are.
Yeah.
That's in Africa. I
Yeah, it
think.
does look like mainly in Africa and a little bit over in
Asia.
India and Asia. Well, that we can compare and see which animals. You think any of those live in the United States?
No.
You don't think so? I don't think, not unless they're in the zoo. Okay. You want to keep flipping through it, see if you can discover anything else, and then we'll go back and start reading.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. That's the one that's not on the cover. Oh, look what that one lives. It's a jaguar.
Brazil.
Yeah. Wow. You know your geography. That's so cool.
And Mexico.
Yes, there. Well, that's true. I would never have known that.
I've been to Mexico,
You have?
but I have not seen one.
I seen a jaguar. Me neither.
There. Oh,
And
Where-
there's going to be some of those in the United States.
like in California,
Exactly.
Canada.
Eric, very good that
Yeah.
you can look on the
You're a
map.
geography expert.
I know. When do you study geography so much?
Well, there was another book they called Big Cats, and then they showed where all the cats live.
Okay. Well, so it looks like they're showing big cats all over the world, is what I would say, because we've seen them almost in every part just by looking through it.
Cougar,
Cougars.
Cheetos, faster than a car. I don't know that. Snow leopards.
Ooh, where are they?
That's in West Asia.
It is.
Then,
Well, maybe more. Okay, so Africa. I guess it is Asia. It's not Russia, is it? Part of Russia too.
Russia is like
Good grief!
I know.
You know more than I do. All right, let's read a little bit then. Oh, I can't wait to find out about what.
we start here.
Where do you think? Well, let me tell you something about a nonfiction book. You don't have to read it from front to back if you don't want to. Especially because how have we found out that this book is organized?
By like chapters.
It's like a little chapter and it's about a particular
Like